shot. I don't know.
What's up, Beatniks? I'm your host, Madeline Walter, coming to you live from our studio in the Big Avocado, the never windy city, the city that sleeps through everything, Los Angeles, California. To play Beat the Q, make sure you're logged into your TopBuzz or Buzz Video account. Do you see a big button on your screen that says log in? Then you might not be logged in. And if you aren't logged in, you can't play the game. Come on, don't you want to win some money? I feel like my mom. Come on, don't you care about money? Anyway, if you don't have an account, close out of the game and create one using your Facebook, Twitter, or your Gmail. Then come back and play. All right, so who out there is pausing date night to play Beat the Q? Is it you, Sophia Garcia from Austin, Texas? What about you, Timothy Goins from Chattanooga, Tennessee? Or is it April Chacon from Colorado? Sweet, I like your style. Also, figure out what's going on a date, guys. I know it's just hard to get out there these days. Well, the rules of Beat the Q go like this. I will provide you with 12 trivia questions that you will try to answer correctly. If you get all 12, you will win or split our grand prize. However, get a question wrong and you are eliminated. But that doesn't mean you can't still pretend you're still playing just to impress your friends. Anyway, today you'll be playing for $5,000. With that kind of dough, you could pay off your neighbor to stop him from parking in his yard. You're bringing down everyone's property value, Gerald. You have a driveway. Use it. Oh, a few tips to help your game. Update the app if you haven't done so recently. Plug into a power supply if you're low on juice. Make sure you're connected to some good Wi-Fi. And always wash your fruit. Which segues perfectly into our first question. Ready? Question 1. Which of these is a variety of apple? Red delicious, green or yellow awful tasting? 3 choices, guys. Which is the right choice? Well, it's true that apples come in many colors, but only one of these apple varieties is the real deal. The right answer is the Red Delicious. Ugh. Guys, can you imagine how much the other apples must hate Red Delicious, just like strutting around like, oh, I'm the delicious one. It's in my name. Ugh, chill out. You're still an apple. Talk to me when you're ice cream. Well, even sweeter than ice cream is the almost 17,000 people who got that right. You're moving on to question 2 in Beat the Q. Here we go. Band of Brothers is an HBO miniseries about what? The Jonas Brothers, the Bee Gees, or World War II? 3 choices. What is Band of Brothers about? So, what bros are the Band of Bros? Well, Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg executive produced this HBO series that, despite its name, was not about actual brothers or frat boys, but rather the brotherhood among soldiers. The correct answer is World War II. And guys, in the spirit of brotherhood, remember to play nice in the chat. Relax and respect one another because you're all fighting for the same thing. Money, baby. Anyway, 11,000 of you are moving on. Good job, guys. Question 3. Who is the chief of police for the Hawkins Police Department on Stranger Things? Clancy Wiggum, Jim Hopper, or Harry S. Truman? Wiggum, Hopper, or Truman? Which will you pick? Who patrols the right side up or the upside down? Well, it's not Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons or the 33rd Chief Executive of the United States. So the correct answer is Jim Hopper. You know, here's a sweet story. The Stranger Things cast recently swooped in to support a teenage boy after none of his classmates came to his Stranger Things themed birthday party. It's really sad. Millie Bobby Brown tweeted, I think you're awesome, and next year I would like an invite. And Gaten Matarazzo even offered to bring chocolate pudding, though it's unclear.
Oh, no. It's lagging on me. Oh, that sucks.
Or the 33rd Chief Executive of the United States. So the correct answer is Jim Hopper. You know, here's a sweet story. The Stranger Things cast recently swooped in to support a teenage boy after none of his classmates came to his Stranger Things themed birthday party. It's really sad. Millie Bobby Brown tweeted, "I think you're awesome, and next year I would like an invite." And Gaten Matarazzo even offered to bring chocolate pudding, though it's unclear if that's just slang for a new designer drug. Child stars go hard, man. And this question proved hard for over 2,000 of you. But you know what? The 10,000 of you who got it right are no stranger to Stranger Things. You are moving on. Moving on. That's right. Question 4. The viral hit Gangnam Style was released by what South Korean performer? Psy, EXO, or Rain? Psy, EXO, or Rain? Ah, yes, Gangnam Style. The ubiquitous song from 2012 that swept the globe and several unfortunate wedding receptions. But do you remember who sang it? Well, it wasn't Rain. It wasn't EXO. So the answer is Psy. To date, Gangnam Style has been viewed over 3 billion times on YouTube. More than 1,000 parodies of this song have been uploaded, due in part to the song's intentional lack of copyright. Oh, which I think means we could make it the title song for this show. I think that would be really cool. Should we?
I don't know who it is.
You sure? No? Oh, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Anyway, who let out a sigh of relief after choosing the right answer? Well, it looked like almost 9,000 of you. Great job. Moving on. Question 5. First appearing in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, who is Pap Finn's son? Tom, Jim, or Huckleberry?
I got it right.
Tom, Jim, or Huckleberry? Which one is it? What is the name of Tom Sawyer's best friend? Well, while Mark Twain based the character on his real-life friend Tom, he didn't use the name. Instead, he liked the name Huck as a shortened version of, you guessed it, Huckleberry. Twain described Huck as idle, lawless, and vulgar, which in the book are traits of a destitute vagabond, but in real life described the modern politician. Should have been born rich, Huck. Duh. Speaking of entitlement, you can refer a friend to Beat the Q with your referral code and earn an extra life, which means you can stay in the game longer. So start slinging those referral codes around for more chances to win some Huckleberries. Next up, question 6. What African-American player broke the color line in Major League Baseball? Bob Gibson, William Mays, or Jackie Robinson? Gibson, Mays, or Robinson? Who broke the color barrier shamefully late into baseball's history? Well, Willie Mays and Bob Gibson were dominant players of their era, but the correct answer is Jackie Robinson. Robinson first walked onto a Major League Baseball field in 1947. He endured taunting, racial slurs, and death threats in a way that can only be experienced today on social media. Pro tip, everyone is awful, block them all. Oh, and it looks like nearly 7,000 of you are moving on to the next Q. But for those of you who answered incorrectly, don't despair. We have more games of Beat the Q tomorrow, first at 7 p.m. Eastern and again at 10 p.m. Eastern. But until then, curtains up on question 7. Which song from the musical Rent reminds us that there are 525,600 minutes in a year? La Vie Boheme, Seasons of Love, or Out Tonight? Which song from Rent is it?
Oddball ass question.
Ah, yes, Rent. A mathematician's favorite musical. Also the favorite musical of a lonely middle schooler who played the soundtrack nonstop in her bedroom for all of 7th grade. Well, it's true that thousands of minutes make a year, but a year is also made up of, that's right, seasons. Yes, the correct answer is Seasons of Love. Seasons of Love, by the way, is also the correct answer to the question, what song is frequently sung by the most serious person at the karaoke bar? And when someone is sitting alone, you know you are hearing their American Idol audition song. Now for the 5,248 people who got that right. I'm singing your praises. Put me on Broadway. Okay, Beat the Q presses on with question 8. Miskatonic University is a fictional college created by what author? Ray Bradbury, Stephen King, or H.P. Lovecraft?
Stephen King, yeah.
Which author?
Oh, just got caught up and now it's lagging again.
Funny. And it was created by H.P. Lovecraft. Yup, that is the right answer. H.P. Lovecraft. Now, Lovecraft made such an impact on the horror genre that his name is now an adjective. Lovecraftian. Kind of like how in the future, skilled mobile game show host will be known as Walterian. Oh, no. Oh, guys, you know what? Batten down the hatches and call FEMA because it seems like this one was a quizaster. Oh, my God. Oh, you guys had... You guys had a tough time with this one. Only 1,000 of you guessed Bradbury. Almost 2,000 of you guessed Stephen King. And a teeny tiny 2,000 of you guessed Lovecraft. So that was tough for a lot of you guys. And honestly, it was tough for me too. I didn't know the answer. So remember, after you've beaten the Q or the Q has beaten you, follow us on Twitter at BTQOfficial for updates. And as a personal favor to me, that I will not repay. Shout out to some of our newest followers. Tom Zalewski, Jennifer B, PLD the Kid. Thanks for the follow. And join us on Twitter at BTQOfficial. Now, the 2,000 of you who got that right just graduated Miskatonic with honors. And it's time to pursue your master's in quizness, starting with the next question. Pay attention, class. Question 9. The private club in Disney parks goes by the same number as what actor's age? Aziz Ansari, Chris Pratt, or Aubrey Plaza? Which actor's age is the same as the private club in Disney?
I don't know, man.
Now, to get this one correct, you had to know that the private club in Disneyland is named Club 33. So, which Parks and Recs alum is 33 years old? Well, the lady never tells, but we will. The answer is Aubrey Plaza. Chris Pratt is 38 years old, and Aziz Ansari is 35, and I am an obvious young-looking 19. Thank you. And, oh my God, you guys, in case you were wondering, you are correct. This was another quizaster. Guys, quizasters left and right today. Only 900 of you guessed Aubrey Plaza compared to 1,000 of you who thought it was Chris Pratt and 600 who thought it was Aziz. It's a rough day on Beat the Q. But speaking of Disney, they confirmed yesterday that a section of California Adventure will become completely Marvel-themed. Rumored attractions include an Avengers roller coaster, a web-slinging ride, and a dirty old shed where Stanley pinches your butt. Well, great job to the 900 of you who got that right. You really got a tough one correct. All right, now question 10. Christian Bale based his portrayal of American Psycho's Patrick Bateman on who? Charlie Sheen, Robert Downey Jr., or Tom Cruise?
Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know. Downey Jr. or Cruise?
I don't know, man.
Which actor's antics provided the perfect model for a psychopathic killer? Well, you won't be winning if you choose Charlie Sheen or Robert Downey Jr., because the correct answer is Tom Cruise. Bale once described Tom Cruise as someone with a very intense friendliness and nothing behind the eyes. Ouch. Cruise responded by making 13 new Mission Impossible movies. Guy is charming. What can I say? Honestly, very intense friendliness and nothing behind the eyes sounds like a compliment. I usually get very intense friendliness and just desperation behind the eyes. Well, anyway, congrats to the 650 of you who are moving on to our penultimate question. Here we go. And nothing behind the eyes. Ouch. Cruise responded by making 13 new Mission Impossible movies.
I don't know that.
That would be Chronicle. Pacific Rim and Step Up Revolution opened shortly after, but only Chronicle was released in February 2012 alongside Draw Something, the app that absolutely holds the record for penis drawings per second. Now, those of you who answered correctly are poised to win something, because we have arrived at the final question. That's right, guys. That's right. Buckle up, batten down the hatches, and, other metaphors about looming danger, because it all comes down to one last question. For $5,000, here it is. Question 12. What actor once talked his way out of being kidnapped when filming in Africa? Leonardo DiCaprio, Benedict Cumberbatch, or Harrison Ford? Which actor? Well, kidnapping any of these handsome actors is sure to fetch an equally handsome price. So why did the potential kidnappers pass up the chance? Well, for starters, the victim wasn't the household name he is now. That rules out Leonardo DiCaprio, who has been a household name ever since sacrificing himself for Rose, even though there was plenty of room on the floating door. It's like he didn't even want to live. I'm still angry about Titanic. And while he's lived an eventful life, including multiple plane crashes, Harrison Ford has never been kidnapped. So the answer is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, well.
Yes, after being thrown in the trunk of a car in South Africa, Cumberbatch lied about having a heart condition that's aggravated by confined spaces. The kidnappers didn't want a dead Englishman on their hands, so they let him go. I mean, that was before he was Doctor Strange. So nowadays he could just, I don't know, meditate himself to safety. Is that what Doctor Strange does? Well, doesn't matter, because all of you guys are our winners. 253 got that right, and you just beat the Q.
That would be a good little chunk. They just beat the Q. Beat the Q.
You guys, we have 255 winners. Way to go, you guys. I'm going to name you each individually. Just kidding. I won't. Don't close the app. But you know who you are. And if you're one of our winners, it is really easy to withdraw your winnings. Click your icon in the top right, click withdraw, and connect to your PayPal. Get that money, girl. And don't worry if you didn't hit the jackpot. It's okay. We go live each and every day. Beat the Q will be back tomorrow for 2 fresh pop culture packed episodes. First one's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and there's a second game at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And if you couldn't play today, if you just tapped on answers furiously and nothing happened, remember, relax. And also, you need to be logged into your TopBuzz or Buzz Video account. So close out of this game, download the latest version of the app, and create an account using your Facebook, your Twitter, or your Google account. And you can jump into the game next time. I've been your host, Madeline Walter. Thanks for watching Beat the Q, and don't forget to refer your friends. See you next time.
$8, $9. $19, pretty sweet. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. Have a good one.